ARMY in shock. Is Taehyung leaving BTS? Jungkook breaks down in tears. Before we dive into this unfolding storm, welcome back to the channel. If you love BTS and want the truth behind the headlines, the untold stories the media won't tell you, and the real emotions behind the smiles, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications, because today, we're pulling back the curtain on a story that has left ARMY worldwide in shock. The rumors began quietly, like the first few drops before a downpour. Whispers on social media. Half-formed translations from live streams. A cryptic comment from a HYB staff member, quickly deleted. And then, the storm hit. A Korean entertainment blog claimed that major changes were coming to BTS's lineup after military service. At first, fans brushed it off. BTS is more than a band, they're a family. But then Taehyung posted something unusual. Just a single photo, a dimly lit corridor, a shadowy silhouette walking away, with the caption, "Sometimes, you have to follow your own path." The internet exploded. ARMYs dissected every pixel, every shadow, every word. Was he hinting at a solo career? Was it just a poetic thought, or was there a deeper meaning? And then came the fan meet in Seoul. The members were seated on stage, joking and laughing as usual, until a fan asked Taehyung about BTS's future. He smiled, but it wasn't the warm, wide smile fans know. It was smaller, tighter, and then he said something that made Jungkook glance at him sharply, almost like he was caught off guard. "I just hope we can all be happy, wherever we are. Wherever we are." It might have sounded harmless to a casual listener, but for those who followed BTS for years, it was a dagger of uncertainty. Why would Taehyung phrase it like that? And why did Jungkook, who usually hides his emotions well in public, suddenly go quiet for the rest of the segment? People forget that this isn't the first time BTS has faced whispers of separation. Back in 2018, during the Mama Awards, Jin openly said that the group had considered disbanding due to the pressures they faced. Back then, they pushed through it together, stronger than ever. But this time, the feeling is different. It's not just about exhaustion or burnout, it feels personal. And that's where the story gets even more intense. Close friends of Taehyung have quietly told reporters that he's been feeling conflicted about the path ahead. He's deeply loyal to BTS, but he's also a man with artistic dreams that extend far beyond music, acting, art, even photography. His solo album, Layover, wasn't just a side project, it was a statement, a piece of his soul carved out for the world to see. And the success of that album showed him something dangerous, that he could stand on his own. But here's the twist, Jungkook doesn't want to hear it. People close to him say he sees BTS not just as a group, but as a forever family. For Jungkook, the thought of one member stepping away is like losing a part of himself. And if you've watched their bond over the years, you know this isn't just about work, it's about love, loyalty, and a shared history that goes back more than a decade. So when these rumors reached their boiling point, Jungkook's reaction wasn't calm negotiation, it was emotional devastation. An eyewitness backstage at a recent recording claims Jungkook was visibly upset after a serious talk with Taehyung. The two reportedly stayed in a private dressing room for over an hour. When Jungkook came out, his eyes were red. But here's where the mystery deepens, no one knows exactly what was said in that room. Was it a goodbye? Was it a promise to stay, or a confession that leaving was inevitable? The fact that both of them avoided posting anything for days afterwards only fueled the speculation. Meanwhile, HYB's silence is deafening. The company has neither confirmed nor denied the rumors. Instead, they've released vague statements about supporting all members' personal and professional growth. That's the kind of corporate language that can mean everything, or nothing. An ARMY is caught in the middle. Half are clinging to hope, reminding each other that BTS has always been seven. The other half are bracing themselves for heartbreak, replaying every clip of Taehyung and Jungkook together, wondering if they've been watching the end without realizing it. But maybe the question isn't just is Taehyung leaving? Maybe it's, what happens to BTS if one of them does? Can the world's biggest boy band survive without one of its most beloved members? And here's where the story takes an even stranger turn. Because some insiders are saying that Taehyung's possible departure isn't just about creative differences, it's about something that happened months ago, behind closed doors, that shook the group's trust. Something that Jungkook, in particular, has taken to heart in a way that's eating him alive. What could that be? What could possibly be so powerful, so personal, that it's not just changing their careers, but their friendship? The first whispers of what happened came not from a journalist, but from a backup dancer who has worked with BTS for years. In a now-deleted private post, they wrote, "Some conversations are too heavy for a stage full of lights. Sometimes the hardest part is watching someone you love feel trapped." Trapped. That word rippled through the fandom like a cold wind. From what's pieced together, this incident traces back to a closed-door meeting at HYB earlier this year. The agenda was supposedly about post-military plans, solo projects, and the group's next major world tour. But according to insiders, the meeting grew tense when Taehyung expressed doubts about committing to another multi-year cycle with BTS. He reportedly voiced a desire to explore more acting roles and personal projects without the constant pressure of group schedules. Now, to any other group, this would be a business conversation. But to BTS, who have built their identity on being 7 or nothing, it struck like a thunderbolt. One source claims Jungkook's voice broke as he said, "Hyung, we promised." That wasn't just a casual remark, it was a callback to the promises they made during their trainee days, when they vowed to face everything together. To Jungkook, that promise isn't negotiable. To Taehyung, maybe it's more complicated now. So here we are, standing at the edge of a moment that could redefine BTS forever. Will Taehyung take a step into his own future, even if it means stepping away? Or will Jungkook's determination, and the unbreakable love of ARMY, be enough to hold them together? The answer could come tomorrow, next month, or years from now. But one thing's certain, when it does, it will change everything we thought we knew about BTS. Until then, every glance, every lyric, every post will be studied for clues. Every performance will be watched with the question hanging heavy in the air. Is this one of their last as 7? And maybe, just maybe, we'll look back on these days and realize we were watching history unfold in real time, one silent tear, one cryptic caption, one heartbeat at a time.